Hey guys, it's Reese,
And Ethan.
and welcome back to Unpacked.
Okay. Yes.
Do you want
Is
to
that
do
how
the
we
intro?
want to start it?
I don't know. How do you want to start it?
Welcome back to Unpacked with Ethan and Reese.
Okay.
Do
say
you
it?
want to say it or do you want to switch off
You
for
can
the
say it.
episode?
You can say it.
Okay. Welcome back to Unpacked with Ethan,
And Reese.
where we take different topics every single week and unpack it for you.
This week we have some very exciting things to unpack with you.
What do you have to unpack today?
Well, mine's pretty big, so I'm gonna let you go first.
Oh. Okay.
Well,
I wasn't prepared for this.
Okay, that's okay. First, I think that we have some things that we need to say to our viewers.
Okay.
We kind of dropped off the face of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was a little bit abrupt and unexpected, and I'm sorry about that.
Sorry, everyone. We were going through a rebrand phase, and
Previously, we were going through a really tough time.
we honestly didn't come to any conclusions.
We didn't. We had a lot going on. I had to flee the country. And then I had to go to the mental hospital to work there, not for my own help.
Yeah, it sounds like
And-
you were really having a tough time. I had to flee the country and I had to go to the mental
Guys, I
hospital.
just studied abroad and started a new job. Anyway, now we're back. We're
Been
seniors
very
in
busy.
college.
We're on season 4
I
now.
don't even know what season we're on.
Season 4,
Look.
I think. Wait, 1,
1,
2,
2,
3,
3.
4. Season 4.
It's good to be back.
We never thought this. Well, I never thought this day would come.
Why?
Because I thought that, first of all, you guys, today it took forever to get it started. We've been trying to get the audio to work for about an hour, 2 hours.
You would think that after doing this for almost 2 years, we would understand how to work the audio. But man, let me tell you, technology, it's always changing.
Yeah.
Because I do the same thing every time. Like,
It's
do you
always
agree?
changing.
But isn't
Yeah.
it weird how like we go to do the same thing every single time and it just stops working and then we have to find some loophole? Like,
Mhm.
what changed? Like, okay, I understand that it's been like a good like whatever 6-month gap since the last time we podcast, but it's like anyway.
Yeah. So if we're looking for a new producer out there, if anybody
new
wants to
producer.
produce, well, yeah. We
Just a
want
producer,
someone
period.
just behind the scenes who can do our audio. And yeah, if anyone would like to do that, we offer competitive wages of absolutely nothing, but you get to be in our house.
We have a pull-out couch. You can sleep in my room. I'll make you bread. I'm making
Well, they don't need to
sourdough
stay the
bagels this
night.
week.
They don't need to live with us.
Well, yeah, but it'd be like a reward.
Oh.
'Cause I know
Yeah,
people are down
Reese
the
will
block.
make you bread.
Yeah, I'll make you bread. I'll give you the shirt off my back. I'll make you breakfast. I'll do your dishes. I'll take out your trash. I'll clean your toilet. I'll spray down your mirror. What else can I do? I can roller skate. I'll roller skate you to class. Anyway.
Yeah, so if anybody is interested, if anybody knows about technology and would like to become our producer, just let us know.
Hit our line. 925-8120.
We're also looking for new sponsors. If we have any sponsors out there that would like to sponsor us, Awala fell through this year. We have not heard back from them.
So hard.
So yeah, if you want the opportunity to have your business extended to probably
skyrocket
the most reliable audience, because to be honest with you, sure, we don't get that many viewers, but like 30% of our viewers purchased Awalas. If you think about it, think about how many people used Code Clarice.
Oh, guys, so many people used Code Clarice, and I appreciate you guys with my entire heart. I was shell shocked. Even now, like freaking whatever, we've been using Code Clarice for about a year. I will still get emails that somebody used Code Clarice.
That's what I'm saying.
Who the hell
The
is using Code
viewership,
But I wish I knew. If you did,
to
text me.
actual purchase ratio is so high. So we're honestly probably the best podcast to sponsor for that reason alone.
Also, if you sponsor us, you can also sleep over at our house.
Yeah, and
yeah.
Basically, if one person is willing to sponsor us for this season, we'll probably end up talking about you every single episode.
We'll probably talk about you for the rest of our lives.
You'll get a pretty epic commercial created by us.
We're really good at what we do.
Yeah, so anybody looking for a sponsorship, we will take PR packages if anybody would like to send those our way.
You don't even have to pay for postage. We'll come pick it up.
Oh my gosh. You're really offering a lot here.
I've got a lot to give.
Yeah, I just saw the Wendy's what was it called?
The
Saucy Nugs PR package. I'm so jealous we didn't get that. We should reach out to them about that.
Great. I reached out to someone the other day about a PR package. Do you want to guess who?
Who?
You have to guess.
I have no idea who
It's
it
a
could
brand
be.
that we were talking about the other day. And
What brand were we talking
hate
about?
their products, but you hold them near and dear to your heart.
I have no idea what it could be.
I don't even remember what they're called, but it's like the meat stick brand.
Oh my gosh, you
they
guys,
would be such a funny sponsor.
Country Meats, if you would like to sponsor us. What did they say? They responded? You can wait, speak up please.
But they were like, sorry, like we can't send you a PR package, but like if you place an order and send us your order number, we'll send you a free cup. And
A free
cup?
I
don't want a cup. I want jerky. Isn't that funny?
That's shitty. Why wouldn't they sponsor us?
Probably because they don't know who we are.
What did you say in the email to them?
Okay, I have a podcast with my friend. Want to sponsor us?
What the fuck? Why would they say no? You should have told them how many viewers we had.
Yeah, we have 4 viewers. Sponsor me.
That's insane.
Yeah, but we'll send a free cup if you want a free cup.
I don't want to.
But I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna. Number one, I hate jerky with my entire heart. If you're
Don't say that if we're
I'm
about to
sorry,
get sponsored.
But if our people are watching, whoever's watching this is probably an avid viewer, and they've probably watched the episode where I tried jerky IRL. I guess I've tried jerky on the podcast twice. For my first time ever, and then a second time from Bussies. Ugh, I hate jerky. But anyway, I'm not gonna spend like $40 on a box of jerky for a free cup.
Yeah, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, but you should still talk about us on your podcast."
Exactly, and I'm gonna be like, "No, you suck."
So actually, we should do reverse advertising. So Country Meats did not sponsor us. So if you were planning to buy a pack of jerky from Country Meats, please look elsewhere because that's unfair to
The other
us.
day, I got you, what flavor was it? A nacho stick? A
Nacho
beef stick?
nacho cheese beef stick. What brand is that? Is that just Slim Jim?
Yeah, Slim
Yeah.
Jim. He looks disgusted. How was it? It was a gift.
It wasn't my favorite thing that I've ever had. I'll say that much. What are you doing?
I've been really interested about this sweatshirt recently.
So you're just touching it now?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Mhm.
Okay. But yeah, so we're looking for
Sponsors
sponsorships,
and
producers, cameramen, literally anyone who
audio people
is interested.
Our Professor Ford, if you want to help us out.
Yeah, so
you can.
We're looking for it all right now. We're looking for it all.
I'm also looking for a man to marry, so if anyone wants to also fulfill that role, are you looking for anything else?
No.
Okay.
I think I'm good with just sticking to podcast needs,
That's fair.
not relationship needs.
I'm going bird watching tomorrow. If anyone would also like to come to that.
Well, what are we doing now? Are we just inviting them to our day-to-day? Like, we're looking for people to come bird watching with us tomorrow.
Okay.
We're looking for people to, like, what? Come over and watch
Harry Potter with me. Just kidding. But anyway, welcome back to Unpacked.
How do you feel being back?
So we're back.
For a 4th season.
Can I be
We're
honest?
jaded right now. Yeah.
What
be
does
honest.
that mean?
Jaded. I'm sorry that you're jaded.
But what does that have to do with 4?
Because we're old. We're like the maturity level of this podcast. Let's take a quick time machine back to where we started. We started our freshman year of college at the desk in your room with one microphone.
Yeah.
And no lighting equipment whatsoever.
Yeah, and now we got a tripod and a ring light and two microphones and yeah.
And an audio setup.
Audio setup.
And it's not just converting 2 of your desk chairs into a couch by putting a blanket over
Yeah,
it.
we got real fucking Facebook Marketplace
Yeah,
chairs.
this is a real podcast now.
Mhm.
So anyway, what was my question? How do you
How do you
feel?
feel? I feel good. I thought about this a lot over the summer. Over the summer, I felt very disconnected from you. And I was like, I wonder why that is. And I was like, no, I know exactly why that is. Because we literally don't talk to each other unless we have our podcast. You know what I mean? And
Well,
I was
yeah,
like, but like, well, yeah, what?
because normally when we do talk, I tell you to save it for the podcast,
Exactly.
which might not be conducive of a
Ooh, sorry, man.
like outside of the workplace relationship, because if just every conversation is shut down with save it for the podcast, but I think it produces the best results in the podcast, except it doesn't really because we always forget what we're saving for
We
the
don't save anything
podcast.
for the podcast.
So I guess, yeah, especially over the summer.
Well, over the summer, I also didn't really see you. But it's like the thing is, if I were to like text you, which I did, and be like, "How's your day?" You're like, you send me a thumbs up back, and it's like, damn. Or if I were to see you in person, I'd be like, "How's it going?" And you'd be like, boring, boring summer. And I'd be like, "Girl,
It was a
give me
terrible
something."
summer. It was so boring. So much work.
Do we want to unpack that or no?
I mean, we can, but to be honest, it was just really, really boring. Like, I don't know how better to say. I wish I would have been able to go home for the summer because I would rather be bored in my old bedroom than bored in a house that is a complete mess. And I live with one person that I didn't even know and another person that is technically I've only known for like a year and a half, which is crazy that I would be living with them.
Why is that crazy?
Because what the fuck am I doing living with somebody I've not even known for 2 years?
What do you mean? I feel like that's like how things work.
No, I don't like it at all.
How?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just don't like the idea because sometimes I think I'm like, I don't really know these people well enough to be like living day to day with them. This is insane to think about because like you go from living with the same people for 18 years,
Mhm.
give or take,
Yeah.
and then you suddenly move out and you're just living with somebody. I don't know if I know you for under a year, I don't know what your motives are if you're gonna kill me in my sleep. Like I don't know you well enough.
I feel like I said the same thing the other day, and you called me crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what to say to that.
So how do you feel about being back?
Okay, yeah, back to what a detour. Okay. Um,
Don't get emotional on me now.
I'll try not to, but I probably will cry.
Okay.
Well, it's good to be back. I'm glad to be able to talk to you again. And hopefully, I don't know, I won't feel so far away from you. And hopefully, this will solve our relationship issues. Fingers crossed.
Guys, we've
Our
been living together
podcast
for
is
like
couples therapy.
2 months. Almost 2 months now.
Yeah.
And you know what? I never noticed that. We don't really talk about things, do we?
What do you mean?
Like you and Grace, I feel like sit down and have conversations.
Yeah, you hide though.
Well, yeah, because most of the time, by the time I get back, I'm kind of just ready to be done with everything.
I know, I've noticed that. And this was one of my fears of living with you, I will say.
Why?
Was that because I feel like last year we were good friends. And it was like you like would go home and then you'd do stuff at home, you know? And then it'd be like you would come to my house. Like my you know how you're supposed to have like three places? You're supposed to have like work or school and then you're supposed to have home and then
Mm-hmm.
you're supposed to have like your third place. I feel like whatever like we would be doing was almost like a sort of third place, you know? But I feel like now that we live with each other, it's like you come home and it's like home is your time to decompress, but I live at home. You get what I mean? So it's
Mm-hmm.
like there isn't really a third place for us to like hang out with each other. And like now we really are just roommates and we're not friends. You get what I mean? And I
Yeah.
was like, damn, that's gonna suck. He's not gonna be my friend. He's just gonna be my roommate. And I was right, but it's okay. I'll live. And also I've experienced this a lot. I've also struggled with this because I feel like with living with you guys are getting to see a different side of me because this might be sound crazy, but there might be something wrong with me where I have to try really hard to present myself a certain way when I'm out and about. And when I'm home, I get to relax myself fully. And when I relax myself fully, it can come off as me being a very mean person. But really, I'm just not putting up my constant front that I have to put up when I'm out and about. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm. One time I got home and she was naked scratching the walls.
That's
So
not
if
true.
that tells you anything about
Um,
how it
anyway,
is, yeah.
I really miss looking at myself for an hour.
Okay.
That part is good. I don't look at myself that often anymore. Yeah, glad to talk to you. Glad to unpack things. Glad to have something to do once a week. Yeah, you?
Yeah. I I'm good. I'm great. Glad to be back. Um, I still don't know what this is or what the future of this looks like.
He's so worried about the future. This man right here hates uncertainty. He's gonna try to present himself as being so go with the flow, but unless there is a certain plan for everything, he cannot proceed. He's paralyzed by indecision.
Well,
I will tell you that.
oh my God. I don't, I just want to know like what there needs to be some sort of at least groundwork for things. Like, let's talk about
I
uncertainty.
can't believe we're trying to figure out what we're doing with our podcast on our podcast. See, this is what I mean. He won't talk to me unless there's a camera recording. Like, I cannot. Like, if I were to be like, Ethan, what should we do with our podcast? You'd be like, hmm. And then I'd have to just think about it alone. But sure, put up a camera. Maybe I just need to start recording everything to get you to talk to me. What
But
about uncertainty?
so we're going to talk about uncertainty here. The other day, we made plans to go to the gym between classes.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what this woman did?
I know what this
She
woman did.
she made a log down to like the 15-minute mark of when we were going to be doing everything that day to make sure that it added up to her. And halfway through it, after we had gotten lunch and we were about to go to the gym, she said, "Everything's going right on schedule." And I was like, what is on schedule? I feel like the plan was just go to the gym before. She had it mapped out. She was like,
And I was on schedule.
so talk about uncertainty.
Yeah. Well, I think uncertainty is good as like a whole concept. Like the podcast, it's like I don't know what the podcast will bring, and that's okay. But when it has to do with time and timeliness, and there's like actual things that like I know I have to do, so let me break it down for you guys. I had class until 12:45, 11:30 to 12:45, and then I had another class at 4. So that leaves about 3 hours and 15 minutes in between. And our goals were to get lunch and to go to the gym, right? So my plan was Ethan is going to arrive at about 1 p.m. to get lunch. We're going to eat lunch from 1 to 1:30. We're going to walk back to our house and we're going to change. Then we're going to walk back to the gym. And then we're going to get to the gym, work out from 2 to 3, and then walk back home, get home about 3:15, and then I'll leave for my class at about 3:40. I feel like that's not that, like, crazy. I had 3 hours and 15 minutes to eat lunch and go to the gym. I feel
It's
like if
just
I
funny.
was more just like, yeah, I guess I'll just see where the wind takes me, I would have definitely been late. You know?
It's just funny to me that you made this entire plan, but you never said anything about it until you knew for sure we were going to be on time and everything. You were like, yes, this is going according to plan.
Well, because I knew if I was like, because I feel like, to be honest, you're a sabotager. And in the regard to timeliness, I know that you're out to get me. Because I feel like whenever I like remind you, I'm like, Ethan, we have to be on time for something. I feel like that like makes you want to take a longer time to piss me off. I've noticed.
I've never done that once in my
I
life.
don't believe you because whenever I just like go with the flow, then it's like whatever, you'll be ready on time. Whenever I'm like, hey Ethan, like we need to go, you like take an extra like 20 minutes and then we're late, and it's like damn. Anyway, speaking of, tomorrow bird watching is at 10:30. a.m. and it's 30 minutes away. So we need to leave.
I thought we were leaving at 10:30.
No, it's at 10:30. We need to be there at
So
10:30.
what time am I supposed to get up?
Whatever time.
I'm gonna have to get up at like 6.
You're not.
If we have to be there by 10:30?
We'd be there by 10:30. We should leave probably like 9:50.
Oh my
So you probably have to get up like 8:30 at the latest.
8:30. Okay.
Anyway, we can talk about this later.
I had a dream last night that Taylor Swift announced Reputation by going to the Chiefs' first game and performing a halftime show, and it was crazy.
But it didn't happen.
No, I woke up this morning and I was so confused.
How did you sleep last night?
Not very good. I kept having random dreams pop into my head.
Last night I didn't sleep well either. I woke up at like 3:48 and then I was like, wow. And then I stayed up until almost 6 a.m. just doing stuff. And then I like almost went for a walk. I like walked around downstairs because I was like, I'm too scared to go on a walk. So I did laps down here. And then I went upstairs and then I couldn't fall asleep until literally 6 in the morning.
Wow.
Isn't that sucky?
What time did you get up this morning after you fell asleep?
Like, well, my alarm was set for 9:15, but then I sat in bed. Period.
I was up at 8.
I know I could hear you guys.
Who?
You and Grace.
I didn't see Grace all morning.
Like separately, I mean.
Oh, did she get up before me?
Yeah, she had to work at 7.
Oh my gosh.
So she was honestly probably, she was up when I was still up, yeah. Anyway.
Wow.
Oh yeah, uncertainty. Oh, my schedule. Yeah, but everything went perfect. Did it not?
It did.
Yeah. Because it makes me upset. I hate being late to things. Being late to things frustrates me to my core.
But that doesn't mean you have to be like 15 minutes early to things either.
What was I 15 minutes early to?
Weren't you early to your class?
No. Well, I got a drink beforehand, but that was taken into account in my schedule.
This is what I mean. Like you
Well, I
plotted
knew I
out.
wanted to get a drink, so
You
I put it
plotted
in my
out.
schedule.
I'm gonna get a drink. That's gonna take about 3 minutes, but then I have to scan my card. That's gonna be an extra minute.
But I also want to do a bev rev, so I have to make sure there's ample time. But honestly, I forgot to do the bev rev, so I had to do it when I was already in class sitting down. I know. If it was ideal, I would have done it in the hallway before, and I would have done a fit check too, because it was game day yesterday.
And you didn't go to the game.
You didn't either.
You
had to watch Big Brother.
Yeah.
I had to work the tailgate guys beforehand, and it was kind of silly. There were a lot of freshmen, is what I noticed, and that was kind of it. And I was kind of wondering.
Was there a lot of people there?
I mean, I'd say a good amount, yeah. But like I said, it was like mainly freshmen.
Yeah, it normally is.
They all have their like freshman year shirts that they are like supposed to wear, whatever. And they're kind of ugly. They like don't like.
Were they blue?
Yeah,
like light blue.
Yeah, the vintage.
I saw
blue.
them.
Apparently, that's what vintage blue is. The like baby blue. I didn't realize that. But yeah, there were so many freshmen, and it's kind of embarrassing because I play like Plinko, you know, the Plinko game where you like drop it and it goes clunk clunk, and then you can get like a shirt or a cup or whatever. And I would yell like, "Does anyone you want to come play to win?" And I hate it when people make eye contact with me, and then they go, and I go, and then they come over. I guilt them into playing. But anyways, but it's also embarrassing when I yell at them and they don't come over and they just keep walking.
Damn.
I know, thank you. But also my boss, sorry if you're my boss and you're watching this, but I was told that they were like, people are gonna play Plinko. Okay, you could win like mints or sunglasses or like a dinky ass freaking plastic cup. And who wants the mints or the plastic cup? And my boss was like, people are gonna ask to switch for a hat or a shirt, but you have to tell them no and that they can play again if they want to try to like swap it out for something else. But people were coming up and they're like so nice people, and they're like, I live at Campus View, whatever. They're like, do I really have to take mints? And it's like, I'm not gonna be like, spin again, you have to play again, you know? Like, what would you do in that situation? Well, also it depended on the person. If it was like a mean looking man, I'd be like, what are your intentions, you know? But if it was like a nice, like, oh my god, hey girl, you know, then I'd be like, yeah. And this one girl was so excited. She was like, the hats are so cute. Oh my god, I better get a hat. And then she got mints. And then she came over to the table and I was like, you want a hat, right? She was like, I want a hat. Like, Anyway, what would you do?
Um, I'd probably just give them the hat.
It's like, bro,
Especially if you already have it and you're like planning on getting rid of it and it's for the event.
I agree.
It's kind of just whatever.
And we order it in like freaking like bulk stock. We have like freaking like boxes and boxes. It's like, bro, ain't nobody gonna. Also, why mints? Like, why do we even have mints in the first place? I can't believe I'm shit talking my place of employment. But you know what I mean? It's like, why did we even like? I'm sure the mints are kind of pricey too. Like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why didn't we just like use that money to buy more hats? You know, why did we even venture to get mints?
Because you have to have a shitty prize. So when someone wins it, they're like, "Oh fuck, I didn't get the
But
hat
there
or
were
the
a couple
shirt."
people who were like, "Yeah, I wanted mints,"
So I guess,
but
I
it was
guess
like
that's
literally
why you
four
get the
people.
mints.
You're like, "No fucking way!" I'm so happy. Like people were really excited about the sunglasses, and I was like, "Wow." Nobody was really that excited about the shirts.
Really?
Yeah, but
I
the
would have wanted a
caps.
shirt.
Yeah, they're epic. I can get you one if you want. I got an air freshener that's in my car.
Yeah, I could not go to the game because I had class, which ended up getting canceled because I was the only one there
That's insane to
of the
me.
entire class.
How'd that make you feel?
It made me feel fine, but I was just really confused why literally everybody is such a bad student.
Oh
I knew two
yeah,
people, they had prior commitments. Like they had to be at the game,
like band and stuff.
but like just everybody else just not showing up because it's game day. I was kind of like, yeah, sure, it's the first game of the season, but also, is it really that important? Last year, I didn't go to a single game because I had work.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel. Sometimes I wish I had more school spirit and like I saw the people going with like their big groups of friends and
Mm-hmm.
they're all like "Ooh," you know, like getting so excited and I'm like, "Damn." Like I wish I could do that. But it's like I don't know if I have that much school spirit. You know what I mean?
I I don't know. To me, it's more about just going to like be around the people, but also at the same time, I can be around people wherever I go. I don't need to be at a football game. And also, we normally beat the team so bad that it's not even worth
That's what
going
I'm
to. We
saying.
won what, like 50
Yeah,
something
I
to
think
0.
58-0.
And at a certain point, you just got to be like, okay, we're going to win this. Like, I understand going to a competitive game.
Yeah.
That would be like fun to watch, but it gets to a certain point. We used to do push-ups, like you'd hold someone in the air. Do you remember that?
Mhm.
Freshman year, the last time I went to a football game, we would do push-ups in the air, and I was the one that was doing the push-ups. And by the time we hit the 30s, because you had to do a push-up for every point we had on the board, every
Mhm.
single time they got a point.
Mhm.
By the time we hit the 30s and I was doing 30 push-ups at a time, I'd already done what, like 40 added up together. I was like, all right, this is getting to be a little bit much. I'm doing push ups. Two people are holding me in the air as I'm doing push ups.
You didn't have to do it though.
I know,
You
but
wanted to.
like we already started. I wasn't going to
How many
stop.
push-ups can you do?
I don't know.
Good
You
thing
want
we're
me
going to the gym after this.
you want me to do push ups at the gym?
Yeah, I'm not going to. But when I do my tricep machine that I like, you can do push-ups next to
Okay.
me.
I hate that tricep machine. So,
Yeah.
do you guys know the machine that is it with the rope? Is that what you use?
Yeah, it's just like the cord, but then you can put whatever attachment you want on it. And I really like the rope attachment, and I like it the tricep pulls above head where you like turn around and you go like that.
I hate that one so much. I can't for the life of me figure out how to do it right.
It's definitely because, but I don't know. I have to pay attention, but I guess I've never seen like a tall man do it. Because I guess like before working out with you, I've only ever worked out like my mom, Romy, Lizzie, like all people that are like similar size, like short women, you know? And it's like all of them can do it. But I guess I've never seen a man do it. So I don't really know if men are capable of doing it. But it's so sad because it's
Maybe
really
I'm just
good
bad at it.
exercise. Me or you?
Me.
No, because it's like you definitely could do it if you weren't tall. Because, like, I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll try to figure it out today because it'll probably be empty. Oh, we're good.
What?
Nothing. They close at a different time on Fridays, but I don't remember when.
Hmm.
Guys, Ethan and I are getting buff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've been trying to get buff, but Ethan is now joining me in my journey, so I don't have to go alone. So by
I'm
the end of the year,
getting good at the leg press.
you are.
Leg day is my favorite day.
Leg day is my favorite day as well.
Is it really?
I love leg day. I feel like I've told you all of this
I
before.
thought you liked
Triceps are
triceps the
good
best.
too.
I like triceps too, just not that one with
Triceps
the
are like
rope.
my temporary favorite, but like leg day will always reign supreme. I love legs. Over the summer, last summer, like after freshman year, I did legs so hard. I did legs like 4 times a week. And I'd be like shaking at camp counseling. I'd be like, yeah. Anyway,
We have so many upcoming concerts.
I know.
Which one are you most excited for? Well,
Okay, well,
let's explain them all first.
so
We've
well
already
first,
seen
Omar Apollo.
Omar Apollo.
And that was good. That was kind of crazy. We were originally supposed to have lawn tickets, and we pulled up in our cute little outfits with our blankets. And the man at the door is like, "You guys sitting on lawn, I assume?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Not anymore." And he gave us tickets, like actual seats. And then Ethan was like, "What if we try to get into the pit?" And then he went and asked a guy, and he was like, "Come back later."
Yeah,
But then
he was also kind of a
he was a
douchebag about it.
dick.
He was like 5'4", so I think that's why he was such a dick, because he was sad that he was so short and so old and working at a concert venue.
I think
Uh,
our mistake was also definitely having you ask. Next time, I think I need to ask. Because I
Which
feel like having.
also,
What?
you literally made me ask because I was like, we should go try, and you said I don't want to ask
Oh, yeah, I
though.
said I
And
don't want to
Grace,
ask.
I knew Grace wasn't, and I also didn't want Grace to, because Grace isn't exactly the best
I
spokesperson,
know, but I feel like, can I tell you, I feel like I'm always a spokesperson, and I wasn't really feeling it, and I was like, God, I really don't feel like trying to gank someone's chain.
and I did
So,
it
and you're, I
twice.
know, but you're always like, you don't ask for help, and I was asking for help. I asked you if you'd be the
And I did
spokesperson,
it
and you did, but
twice.
you can't rag on me for asking for help, and then ask me to ask for help. But anyways, he did it twice, and then
We asked the same man twice, and the second
twice.
time, here's the thing though.
One.
I watched him point to the people like 2 rows in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
They had someone come over and ask them if they wanted to come in the pit.
Mm-hmm.
So then I went down and I was like, "Can we come in?" He said, "Nope, gotta wait, gotta wait." But this time he was even more rude. So at this point, I was like, "All right, screw it. We're not gonna go back to our seats. We're gonna go around to the other side of the pit and ask the people on the other side. But this time, Reese, you should ask."
Because I'm a
Which
woman.
honestly, the guy on the other side was just nicer. I think the guy on the right side was just a
A dick.
dick
But also, I feel like if we had a woman asking, he might have been a little bit more,
because
like,
he's a perv.
probably, yeah,
He was very short and very
he was.
stinky
But
looking.
anyways, I posed them a hypothetical. I said, hypothetically, how would you feel about letting me and my friends into the pit because the pit isn't that full? He was like, yeah, as long as you give me your tickets and I can put a wristband on you. I was like, okay. Anyway, and Omar Apollo was quite good, but we can also talk about concert etiquette because I always see TikToks about people who are like, this new generation doesn't know anything about concert etiquette. And like, I've been going to concerts since I was like 14.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been to like a good 15 concerts and I've never like really experienced like that bad of problems, right? But this concert was so bad.
I feel like it's just getting progressively worse and
Oh,
worse.
yeah.
Like, thinking back, I feel like Indigo D'Souza was a little, people were
Oh yeah, they were
weird
like,
there
yeah,
too.
I hate when they were yelling like, "You're so fucking sexy," and it's like she would kind of shut down and get like weird and uncomfortable, and it's like, why are you yelling that? Like, I feel like there's certain people where it's like, sure, like I feel like if you were to yell that at like Chapel Roan, well, apparently not anymore because she kind of got all weird and was like,
Oh my
but like I don't
gosh.
know, like who would be someone where if you were like, "You're fucking hot," they'd be like, God, I don't even know,
Yeah,
but you know what I
Sabrina
mean?
Carpenter would
Sabrina should be
probably.
like, yeah, but anyways. People at Chapel Roan were kind of weird too. The people around us,
Mm-hmm.
they were like
There
really
was
stuck up,
they were
and
playing Good Luck Babe, which if you've probably heard the song. It's not like, it's got kind of like I guess a little bit sad underlying message, but like it's a bop.
it's such a
It's
bop.
not a song that you're putting on when you're sad and it's raining outside.
No,
There was a person in front of us. holding on for dear life to their friend, sobbing at that song. And it's just like, sure, do your thing, but why this song?
It is also weird because it came out literally the day before. Because like I don't understand, like maybe you just have like some like really deep emotional connection to the song. Like okay, sure, but
Mhm.
it literally came out. It wasn't even out for 24 hours. Like why
Mhm.
are you sobbing so profusely right now?
It's very weird. But yeah, Omar Apollo. So my phone died before the concert even started.
This is
So I
true.
was recording on Reese's phone,
Hmm.
which I'm not very good at hitting the buttons on a phone.
Too sweaty.
But so I was trying my best, but I watched back the videos and this motherfucker in front of us, every single like not even the full song. It was just the like good parts that everybody knows.
Hmm.
You couldn't even hear him how loud they were
Mm-mm.
screaming. And I just started thinking, I'm like, okay, Taylor Swift. Has there ever been a concert that I've screamed at? Taylor Swift was like my one concert that it was like once I go to Taylor Swift, then I've been to like all the concerts I need to go to. Everything after that is just kind of like, yeah, it would be fun, but
Hmm.
it's not like necessary.
Okay.
And even then, I was not doing all the screaming that some of these people are
It's
doing.
crazy. I also feel like there's a time when you can scream. Like if you're reading the room, like when I went to see Lord, when she played Ribs, everyone was screaming Ribs, and it was so cool because I feel like that's the type of song that it is, right? It's like we're all here together and we're all screaming Ribs, and like you could tell that she was encouraging it. But when it's like a random fucking like rather slow like song, why are you screaming at the top of your lungs
Yeah,
like a blood curdling
why
scream?
can we hear you over the person who is singing the song
Singing.
with a microphone?
Yeah.
It's crazy to me.
And they were also really short, so they weren't just like going like this like Ethan was. It was like they were fully fucking extended
Oh
their phone
my
up, which is
gosh.
like, girl,
That was the other
ugh.
thing. Every single video I tried to take, you could see, first of all, we are not at church. You do not need to be raising your hand in the air like Jesus is speaking to you for every single
True.
song,
He's not.
especially when we're in the pit. Put your fucking hand down because this also happened at Sabrina Carpenter the last time I went and I was with Grace.
Hmm.
This person put their hand up. They have these big, long acrylic nails, these
Hmm.
black nails, raising them in the hand, like twirling their fingers the entire time. I'm like,
It's so
you're
annoying.
not cool. Like this isn't sexy. And it's not if you want to do that, do it in your fucking shower or do it in your bedroom.
I agree.
Don't do it in front of all these people who are just trying to watch and listen to the songs.
At
Like,
Hippocamp, sorry.
I'm not here to see you sticking your fucking hand up. And the girl at Omar Apollo, if you're watching this, I hate you because you ruined all of my videos because instead of recording very mindfully in front of you like a
Hmm.
normal person. So my phone was about eye level,
Hmm.
and that's where it stayed because I wasn't trying to black out anyone else. This girl had her phone raised above her head, arm fully extended,
The entire
to the point
time.
where I couldn't even see past the phone.
So how were Grace and
And
I supposed to see?
she was what, like 5'6"?
Oh yeah,
Not that tall of a person. So for her to be able to stick her arm up high enough so that I couldn't see
it's crazy.
is a little bit much. But yeah,
They also
so
just kept screaming unprompted. I don't know if you heard that, but just like for like no
yeah.
reason. It was like,
And
bro,
also,
that's crazy.
when it gets to the point, I'm fine if you sing a song.
Hmm.
Sing as many songs as you want. Sing them as loud as you want. But screaming a song is a different thing
That's crazy.
because at a certain point, it's like you're gonna go home from here and you're not gonna be able to speak for one. If you leave a concert and you can't speak, then I know that you are a bad person and you deserve to die.
That's crazy. True, I agree because I feel like okay. Hippocampus concerts are really exciting and they're really fun because they're like music. Also, I feel like maybe he could have turned his music up a little bit, but like Hippocampus has their fucking surround sound so fucking loud. And for the most part, everybody is like singing loudly, like borderline screaming along, I would say, but you can still hear them perfectly. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
And
Also,
also,
just a different vibe.
there's a time and place for it because when an artist he puts his microphone out to the
Yeah,
audience
that
several
too.
times. When the artist's microphone goes out to the audience, you can scream as loud as you want.
Yes.
But when they're singing like slow song, they're at the microphone, they have it on the stand. That's
Mhm.
not your time to make it about you.
No. Also, your voice isn't good. Also, she was kind of smelly.
I didn't smell her,
I did. She was right in
but
front of me, and Grace and I were like,
I couldn't smell, so I can't
"He couldn't
verify
smell."
that claim. So,
That claim.
but
Allegedly, she
yeah,
smelled.
allegedly she smelled bad. I will not be able to verify that, so I'm sorry about that. But also another thing, I've seen a lot of people with signs, weird signs. First of all, if you have a pervy sign, why'd you make it in the first place? If you have a sign in general, I've seen so many clips of people ripping it out of their hands,
I
and
just
I'm
saw
like,
one. What did you see the Lana Del Rey one?
yeah, Lana Del wasn't it a
Oh, it was like
Lana
a flag
flag,
of her. Why?
a-
It's not even like saying something.
and they ripped it out of their hand and kept it.
And they were like,
And the people were so offended, and I was like, "No, they
"That's
did the
so
right
good."
thing. If you stick something in the air to block other people and it's not ripped out of your hand, then the people around you aren't doing something right."
I agree. And I also hate hats. I feel like wearing cowboy hats and like big fucking hats has become a trend, and that makes me so upset.
Hats. I gotta think about this
You
for
can
a minute.
also, I feel like we might have different opinions, but as someone who's 5'3", and it's like you're like when you guys are already fucking 6 foot and then you're also wearing a hat that adds like a good like 6 inches to the top of your head, like bro, like you can already see you're blocking people's view, man. Those 6 inches do not need to be on top of your head, in my opinion. Like take it off, wear it around your neck for the concert.
That's true. That's a
It's not
good
like you have to
point.
hold it or anything. Like there's a
You
strap
can
on it.
wear the hat before and after. You can wear the hat, I guess. Like, yeah, you can wear the hat as you're getting there, but you should probably take it off when you get there. Unless there's some artists I know that, um, like Sabrina Carpenter, when I went to see her, she put on a hat for some of the songs.
Mhm.
So yeah, let's all put
Okay.
on our hats then.
Yeah. Go
But
for it.
don't leave them on. And it's a little bit better than like the sign thing because it's not blocking nearly as much.
True.
My
But a
problem
sign
is
is,
when
yeah.
you extend yourself with your like extend your arms all the way up, you're extending your arms all the way out to
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I'm fine if you are staying in your little space right here.
Mhm.
You raise your phone like this. That's fine.
Mhm.
But like when you try to make yourself bigger, you're taking up so much space. This only really applies to the pit though. I feel like in any other context,
I guess that's true.
if we're in seats and you're wearing a hat, I don't really care.
Yeah, that's fine. I'd say I don't really care. But like if we're in the pit, I also really God, I understand that like everybody is different heights, but it makes me upset when people who are already like 6.5 feet tall, like are really, really close. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe that's mean of me to say, but it's like, bro, you're
I
already
can always
6. I know, but it's so shitty. I don't know, in my opinion.
um
But I guess there's nothing you can really do about your height.
I'd rather people well, I don't know. I'd rather people be there's obviously a way to do it because when there's I don't know how to explain it. Like when we were in the very front at a concert,
Mhm.
we were kind of off to the side.
That's what
So
I'm
it wasn't really
saying.
blocking where the actual artist is.
Yeah, but like middle center, it's like, bro.
Yeah. And then wearing a hat with your sign too.
Yeah, it's like all the strikes. But I'm hoping. Okay, other concerts that we're going to. We have Charlie coming up. We have Conan Gray, Billie Eilish, and Sabrina Carpenter. All of them we have, well, 3 of them we have tickets for, and they're just like normal seats. So hopefully we don't have any of these problems. And then Charlie, we don't have tickets yet, but we will.
But it's next week
But it's
and
next week.
yeah.
I know. I need to get green nail polish and I need to make green hair clips. But anyway, what are you most excited for? Which one? I know which one I'm most excited for.
I think I'm most excited for honestly, I don't really know. I think I'm equally excited for all of them.
That's fair.
I'd say if I had one I was most excited for. See, here's the thing. Let me break it down for you.
Go
I
for
think
it.
I'm most excited for Charlie XCX because I haven't seen her before,
Okay, that's
and
fair.
it's just new,
Yeah, because I guess you've seen everybody else.
and I just want to see what the vibes are because I already kind of know the vibes for the other ones, which also I'm excited for because I know what to expect.
Yeah.
But Charlie XCX, never seen her. I don't know what people are gonna be like.
Makes me a little bit nervous, especially we're opening night for the
Yeah.
Sweat
Oh,
Tour, which is a
so
little bit
it's kind of
crazy.
exciting in that regard.
Hopefully it doesn't get bombed.
Um, okay. So I'm excited for that one. Next up is Conan Gray. Literally, isn't it like the week
The
after?
21st, yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited for that one because we're spending the weekend instead
In
of
Rochester.
just
Yeah.
going for the night. I'm also excited for I'm also excited for Charlie XCX because I have my entire outfit planned. Same with Conan Gray, have it planned. Also, Maisie Peters is opening for him, so I get to see. Normally, the opener I kind of listen to before because I want to know the song so I could like dance, maybe like sing a chorus or something. Because I
Mhm.
also talking about concert etiquette, I hate it when people sit down and are on their phones during the opener. It's so
I feel like we did
disrespectful.
that
For the opener,
at Omar Apollo. Or no, I guess we did dance
no.
along, but we
Well,
were sitting.
we were
But it
trying.
wasn't really the vibe to stand.
Yeah, we were trying. That's why we were trying to get pit tickets to begin with because everybody was sitting, and we were like, we couldn't decide if it was like shitty to stand because then we'd be blocking
Yeah, because
people.
there were so many people sitting that it was really uncomfortable. Because it was like I want to stand because I want to stand and dance, but then if we stand, the people behind us aren't going to be able to see. But also, it's like why aren't you standing to begin with?
Yeah. So I also don't like that. If you have seats, I get that like maybe some people bought seats because
You want to
they
sit?
yeah, they want to sit, but also you can't dance sitting, and it's no fun to sit
I agree.
for a concert. So, but yeah, so Charlie XCX, I'm excited for Conan Gray. I'm excited for um I also am a little bit nervous for that one
Why?
because I think Conan Gray might be a bad omen for me seeing
Why?
him live because last time I saw him live, it,
Sorry.
everything went downhill past that day
Well, why?
for like a couple months because I saw him freshman year of college in I think it was like beginning to middle of September,
Yeah.
and yeah, so probably around the same time we're gonna see him.
Mhm.
So let's hope for the best, because he seems to bring me chaos after I see him live. So we're gonna see about that. And after that is Billie Eilish. I've also seen Billie Eilish, but I've never seen her in Michigan. I saw her in Vegas.
Mhm. That's where you saw Adele too, right?
I did not see Adele. She, for some reason, thought I saw Adele,
Because I probably had a dream about it.
but yeah, Billie Eilish is really good live.
I'm
Maybe
excited.
it's just because Billie Eilish was also my first concert and I had never seen anyone live before, and I really liked her music.
Mhm.
But yeah, she's really good. She also, um, my favorite part of every concert is when they come up onto the stage for the first time because I feel like that's when everyone's the most hyped.
Mhm.
And she had such a good like opening thing when she came out on stage.
Mhm.
And I love it when they get all the flashes and stuff. That's what I don't really like going to smaller artist concerts.
They just kind of walk out and they're like,
Yeah, it's
"Hi."
kind of awkward. But like bigger artists, they have like this whole display like Billie Eilish's was flashing and you could like see where she was, but then it came back out and she was in a different place when she came out. Um Obviously Taylor Swift's was
Omar Apollo's
crazy.
theatrics were really good. I
Yeah,
thought
that
it was like a show. I thought his was very
and
good.
it wasn't even he didn't have that much equipment behind it, which is like
Mm-mm.
that is kind of the best case scenario for a concert is
Mhm.
like I don't like seeing all the equipment and stuff laying around
I
too.
agree.
And he had just like a few little props that made it so epic. Like he had
Right.
these white curtains that would like were
Flashlights.
attached to strings and would like and he had like these little tiny lights that would come down. It was really cool and honestly probably the most respectable in terms of props besides like Taylor Swift.
SZA had a boat.
SZA did have a boat.
SZA
She
had a
was
boat.
in a floating boat. That
That was
was,
pretty epic. That's the only concert I've had where they like fly,
yeah. Oh
right?
my gosh, Taylor Swift didn't do that, did she?
She didn't
She's
fly.
done that for. So when I saw Billie Eilish, she also did fly, but hers was just a cage. And
SZA was crazy.
SZA was a boat. Yeah, SZA's was really good too. But Billie Eilish, I'm excited for just because it's Billie Eilish and gotta be there for it.
I'll be there.
And then Sabrina Carpenter, I'm also excited for because last time I saw her, she was really good. Except I'm a little skeptical for this one because it's an arena. And last time I saw her was very, very small. And
Yeah.
I was pretty close to her.
Mhm.
So I'm wondering how she's going to be with such a large scale of things. I
What do you mean?
really hope, because her last concert was kind of more low key. She had a stage, not much going on with it. She had like a heart mirror on stage
Mhm.
that she like looked in.
Mhm.
But in terms of props, there wasn't that much going on.
Okay, I understand.
So I'm curious to see what she does for in terms of like staging
Yeah, I'm excited.
because I've never seen her. So that's actually it's exciting, but I'm also kind of like
But also, wasn't she opening for the Eras tour for a while? So I
she
feel like
was.
she. Oh, but I guess that's more like stage presence. She's got that down. She's good. But like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see what that's like. And also I'm skeptical on this one because it
Continue.
I still don't have an outfit picked out, and it's the only one I don't have an outfit for, which
Me neither.
is terrible.
She's at. Oh, I forgot. We're seeing her in Chicago
That was
though.
the
That's
other thing
so
I was gonna
exciting.
say.
I forgot about
So
that.
basically what happened with this one, this is the last one we got tickets for because when she originally went out with the tickets, we didn't get them.
I tried really hard, guys. I was in charge, but they like sold out so quick.
Yeah, and
There
I
were
was
like 5,000 people in queue, and they freaking made me stay in queue. And then by the time I got there, they're like, all sold out. And it's like, so why have me freaking wait in the queue then?
yeah.
So
So
shitty.
did you hear that people think that she was like setting up bots to buy them so it made it look like the demand was higher?
Are you serious? She would do
That's
that.
what people were saying, but I don't know if that's true and I don't know if that's something you can actually do. But
Probably.
that's something I heard. Um but I ended up for Chicago, they released extra tickets and I got like the email code for like fans first or whatever, which I don't I'm not sure why I got it. Maybe it's because
Because you bought stuff from our website, if I had to guess.
I don't know if I bought the actual record
Or maybe
yet though.
because you
I'd bought stuff
had
in the past though.
bought tickets from our last show or something.
Oh yeah, that's true too. So I got the fans first thing. We got tickets for $25.
That's so crazy.
And I still don't know why they were $25.
I know it's kind of sus,
It's
but
really weird.
I'm hoping that they're $25 because it didn't say view obstructed, right? So like right? I don't think so. So I'm low-key hoping we get there. Views obstructed as hell. And then we can be like, my ticket did not say view obstructed. And I'll be like, I'm so sorry, let me move you to the pit.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
anyway, $25 for tickets.
Pretty fire.
And on
That's
the
like
ones
I haven't seen I don't know if I've ever been to a concert for that cheap. Actually, yeah, I've gotten to a concert for free.
Oh, well, I think it'll
But
be
it was a
better.
bad concert.
Um,
Hello days. Sorry, man.
but yeah, I'm excited for that one because that's just crazy that we got them for $25 and so randomly too. That was almost as crazy as the Taylor Swift tickets I got.
I agree because I feel like we had our hearts like so set. It was like damn. Also, I had bought a skirt to wear to Sabrina like months ago because I was like I'm going
Before
no
we
matter
even
what
had 'em.
before we even had tickets. And then I was like, damn, we're definitely not going because I'm not spending like $300 to go see her. I don't really care about her that much. I was so like, yeah, I'm not gonna see her ever. And then
But
we got
now we're going to
tickets.
Chicago.
Yeah, we need to find an Airbnb still.
So yeah, that's also I don't know why they haven't been doing this. I heard that Chaperone was canceling resellers
I heard
tickets.
that. Yeah.
Why does everyone not do
I don't
that?
know. I didn't know that was a possibility, and then I saw her post about it, and I was like, "What the fuck? Why? Like, if this is a thing, why doesn't everybody do this?"
I don't know. There's another thing that some artists have been doing where like Ed Sheeran does this, where you just can't resell the tickets.
Yeah, which is so nice.
So why doesn't It's possible. Why don't they do it?
I don't know. It doesn't greed
But
because
what do
I
they
don't know.
gain from it?
Because if the ticket is bought, then the ticket is bought. You know.
Yeah, but what are they gaining from not doing that though? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Because
guess that's true. Because
if
people are still
somebody
gonna. I guess they
if they're
aren't
gonna
gaining
resell
anything.
them and then somebody's gonna buy them anyway, then you're not gaining anything from it
Yeah, I guess
unless
that's
they make
true.
money off of the resellers, which I
Which,
don't know if they do. I know
because I know like the ticket company does.
Ticketmaster makes money
Yeah, they have like
off
the
of
fees.
so
Yeah.
they have a vested interest in people who do not want to go to concerts buying the tickets, which is so shitty because why if the company who's selling the tickets is more interested in people who don't want to go to the show getting the tickets,
Mhm.
then there's a problem there because now they're basically just adjusting the prices however they want,
I
but
agree.
not getting in trouble for it. Everybody talks about scalpers this, scalpers that. We hate them, but they wouldn't even exist if it weren't for the fact that the ticket companies allow for it and the
I agree.
artists allow for it because it can be done differently. So,
I think we needed to go back to the olden days. I was talking to my mom about this the other day. They, do you know how they used to do it?
no.
Like the freaking like record stores at the mall. She was like they would sell the concert tickets and people would like wait in lines like hours before they opened and there would be lines like wrapped around the mall and then they would hand out a physical ticket to the concert and then when they ran out they'd shut the booth. It's not crazy. They need to bring that back.
People would still buy them just to sell them
If they
though.
put a limit though, like you have to be physically here, but I guess that would be weird, but you could still put a
They
limit.
still do that. Do you remember when the first iPhone came out and there was a woman that like bought the first spot in line? Oh my God, this was so funny. It
That's
was a news
insane.
story. She paid like $5,000 for the first spot in line, and then she went into the building and they're like, "Sorry, you can only get one phone." So it didn't end up amounting to anything, but she was planning on reselling like a bunch of them
That's
to
insane.
make a bunch of money
I
off of
know
them.
that one. Yeah.
But I feel like the same problem would happen. It's the same with
True.
when you buy like an exclusive record, people just buy it and then resell it
People
immediately.
are so shitty. It genuinely makes me upset. I don't understand how people have no morals.
And it's
Like,
the
don't you
same
feel
thing.
sad? Like, you need the money that bad. Like, get a fucking job then.
Yeah, it's really weird to me. Um, the only time I can understand buying a ticket and then selling it is if you were planning on going and then you didn't.
I've had to sell tickets because I was supposed to go,
And
and
how much
then
did you sell them for?
cheaper than I bought it for. It was like I sold it for
Exactly.
cheap. Yeah, because it's like I'm not fucking greedy. Like, I can't go. Like, I'm either gonna lose out on the money or I'm gonna, lose $10. Like, whatever. Like, I'll sell it. I think I sold my tickets to Conan Gray for like $60 or something, but
Yeah.
I bought them for like 80.
I was supposed to go see The Weekend
Mm-hmm.
and I just ended up selling them. I put $10 extra on them because I had to pay the fees to begin with.
Yeah, that's
So
fair.
I literally sold them for the amount that was charged on my account just
Yeah,
so that
that
I
makes sense.
had didn't but I wasn't sitting here like making 200% profit off
That's
of
what
them.
I was supposed to go to Harry Styles with someone, and then they canceled last minute, and they resold their ticket for like double what they bought it
Say their
for.
name.
I won't.
Say it. They
No,
deserve it.
no, they don't. They don't deserve to have their name on the internet.
Oh. Okay, well, if you're out there and you
You shouldn't have
sold
done that. That was shitty. You missed out on a good concert too. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. But I'm excited. Can I tell you which one I'm most excited for?
what are you most excited
Well,
for?
okay. I guess I'll go through in a list, can I? I'm
Mhm.
gonna. Charlie, I'm excited for. I'm a little bit nervous. I've voiced this before because I feel like the people who are gonna be going are like gonna be really epic.
Oh, that's what I
I'm like,
forgot to talk about was the people. Yeah, I agree.
it's gonna be either like
Charlie
really sexy
XCX,
women or like really
really
like
gay
cunty gay
men.
men. And I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I'm so scared. I'm just a little short woman and my ass is gonna
And
be
guess
so
what?
out and
They're
I'm gonna be
all gonna be on Ozempic when we get
I know
there.
everyone's gonna be
And coked out.
so skinny and so gay, and I'm just gonna be chilling there like, you know, I'm a little bit scared for those reasons. But
I don't think a single person in the facility is not going to be on some sort of drug.
I'm not.
Okay.
Are you?
Maybe. I feel like that's the vibe. Charlie XCX, if you don't do a
That's
line of
so
coke
shitty.
beforehand.
Oh, so I'm gonna have to be sober, I assume.
No?
Yeah, if I drive.
We can sleep in the car.
bro.
I've
Anyway,
slept in a car before. I'm
how'd
fine
that
with
go for
sleeping in a
you?
car.
That's
Fine.
fine.
Especially in a, like, minivan.
I don't have a
That's
minivan.
basically what it is.
Anyway,
Can you
I'm
stop
excited for
raising your
Charlie.
foot like that?
Sorry, my foot hurts. Oh. Anyway, I'm excited for Charlie. I'm a little bit nervous. Like I said, I'm wearing a skirt and my butt is entirely out. And I would say modest is hottest. And I'm a little bit nervous because I don't like revealing myself in any way. But anyway, Conan Gray, I'm very excited for. I've seen him once. I saw him when I was 15. And when I'm going to be seeing him again, I'm going to be 20, which I think is really crazy that I'm seeing him 5 years later. And it makes me really happy because I really love Conan Gray. And I started listening to him when I was like 13. And it's like, wow. And the first time I saw him in concert, he didn't even have an album out yet. And now he has three and a half out. It's like, wow.
3.5.
If you count his EP. But anyway, I'm really excited. And Maisie Peters is opening. And I love Maisie Peters. So it's like, wow. Like you said, I feel like most concerts, it's like, who the fuck is this opener? But this is like, wow. This is epic. I'm like almost more excited for the opener because I haven't seen her before, you know? Billie Eilish, I'm very excited for. I have no idea what to expect because I feel like that's also going to be like a very strange mix of people. Like, what is the crowd at Billie going to be like? And also, it's an arena, so I feel like I don't know. I'm excited. I don't know what I'm gonna wear though. And then Sabrina, I'm also excited for. I'm mainly excited to go to Chicago, and obviously, I'm excited to see her. But I feel like the entire weekend is gonna be fun. We're gonna get to explore the city and then see her in a big arena. But I also obviously I can't like act like I've been a fan like a super big fan supporter for a long time, you know? But I'm interested to see the crowd because it's just insane that like you saw her literally a year ago and it was
Mhm.
like in such a small venue and now she's blown up so much that she's playing like a very large venue in a very big city, you know? So I'm intrigued to see
Yeah, I wanna
what
see
type of
what
people are there.
I can tell you what changed from it too, because the last time we were there, it was mostly almost everybody was wearing pink,
Yeah.
and it was very everybody was super nice. A lot of lesbians, a lot of gay men.
Hmm.
That was kind of the vibe of it. A lot of people who weren't very like nobody was really trying to like twerk on a table. It was
Hmm.
kind of like they wanted to go listen to music and they wanted to have fun with their friends.
Hmm.
I have a sneaking suspicion that the straights are going to be invading this one.
That's what I was thinking, and I feel like I might feel a little bit judged. And I think that's why I'm having such a hard time picking out my concert outfit because I feel like, as you said, most of the concerts I go to, it is a rather queer group of people, and most of them are
Conan
just
Gray is the best
they're
audience. I
dressed
got
so
told
silly and they're all
by so
so
many people
nice.
that they loved my outfit last
That's what
time.
I'm saying. That's what I feel like I love the concerts that I go to because for the most place it's like either really kind women or really gay men and it's like wow, I feel so happy and comfortable. But I'm interested about Sabrina. I hope people are still kind.
Yeah, and then Billie Eilish is a lot very, very shy people.
I
Last
kind
time
of
I
figured
went,
like sad shy
yeah,
people. Yeah.
it's very shy. Some last time I went, there was a lot of children with their dads, which was
That's so
crazy.
cute.
But yeah, Sabrina Carpenter is a little because just from my experience when Espresso came out, suddenly a lot of people that I would categorize as like the um kind of like judgy people that are like think they're like the hottest people ever suddenly were interested in her
Hmm.
and suddenly they were like, "Oh my god, I love Sabrina Carpenter because the one song came out and they
Hmm.
liked it." And I was watching all of this and I was like, "Yeah, but you all didn't bring forks. You don't know what it was like to bring forks into the venue and
I can't believe you were allowed to do that.
that's another thing.
That's scary.
Those I shouldn't be saying this, but I don't think the metal detectors at concert venues actually do anything
Really?
because Grace fully brought in a fork,
Hmm.
which shouldn't it like come up on the metal detectors?
You would
So
think.
we went through and she didn't even realize she still had it because she put it in her pocket, like her pocket right in her chest because she had a chest pocket for whatever reason. And I was like, girl, you can't bring that in. It's metal. Because normally people would bring in plastic forks.
Hmm.
And we went through security forgetting she had it in because I was like, "You're gonna have to take it out beforehand and just set it somewhere, I guess." We get through, we're in, and she's going to grab something from her pocket. She's like, "Wait, I have my fork still."
That's crazy.
And we're like, "What the fuck?
That's
How did we get
scary.
through security?" So the whole time I was like, "Somebody could have a gun in here right
Also, you could
now."
so stab someone with a fork. Like, I feel like
You
you could do
could,
like a good amount of damage with a fork.
or a knife. If you can
So
go in with
true.
a fork, you could probably get
That
in
is
with a
really
pocket
scary.
knife too.
That's what, yeah, I don't know. Big groups of people have been scaring me more often. So hopefully we're good.
Sorry to kill the mood.
It's okay. We have time. We don't have time anyway.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. You got anything else you want to say today?
no, I'm just really excited for what the future holds.
Me too.
We're back, better than ever. We started school. We didn't even get to talk about that, but we started school back up. We could probably discuss it more at a later date.
You can talk about it now if you want.
I don't really have anything to say as of right now. Nothing's really happening.
I agree.
We'll see if anything comes up,
I'll
but
keep you guys updated.
yeah, this is the last year. And then what are we gonna have? Maybe this might honestly be the last season. So you better get the viewership up.
We'll have another one.
Well, don't say that.
Oh, sorry. Nope. This is our last season. Actually, this is my last semester at Grand Valley. I'm transferring.
To where?
Can't tell you.
Okay. Well,
I'm never gonna see you
best
again.
of luck.
Thanks.
Thank you all for watching this first episode
It's been a
of season
pleasure.
4 of
I hope you
Unpack.
enjoyed. Let us know what you want to see in the future in the comments.
And let
you
us
can
know
fill
if you have
any-
any sponsors for us.
The roles, yeah.
If you'd like to be a producer or audio
Or
person,
want to sleep on our couch.
or want to sleep in Reese's bed.
Not on my bed.
You said, because you told them a pull-out couch, but our couch is
Oh,
not
yeah.
a pull-out.
But I would not be in the bed. I'd be on the couch, unless you want me to be in the bed.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week.